morning. Good morning. Well, actually, it's Thursday evening. So I'm starting early because I think I might do a little mixed media. But I don't know which page I'm going to pick. So, kind of looking through them all. This could lead to mixed media. Oh, actually, this one too. It's so cold here. Let's do this. We've been getting like 32. This morning when I left for the doctor to go get blood, it was 32. Okay. December 1. December 2. Now, when I say mixed media, there is... Oh, I need to put this away. There's a lady that I follow on Instagram. I don't know if she's anywhere else. All I know is her Instagram thing, which is BB Henry Art. BB Henry _art, I think. But she does these amazing... And she sells on her... Actually, I do. She has a website, too. Same thing, I think. BB Henry Art. And she does amazing mixed media whatevers. And she sells digital copies. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do something like this and use it as the background and then maybe paint white snowflakes over the top. And then a little teeny tiny dog with a Santa hat. But tonight, I'm going to do all this part so that it'll dry really well. Theoretically. So I'm going to fast forward because it might take a while. And I think my video yesterday was way too long. But it was the first day. So it was kind of like the, yay, it's finally here day. So let's see if we can't get some kind of goal like this, but more blue. And not this color blue, but more of a blue. So theoretically, like I said, this is what we're going to do across all of this. And the little white dog here in the corner. Maybe, or maybe just a blue background. Because I don't want to make these exact. I want to make them, this is my inspiration. And this one is from 2014. 2014. Okay. Fast forward. I feel like it's a good thing for me to learn from some of these spreads that I do. And this one was a lesson for me on how to go farther than I normally do. And I just went in here with a lot of blue from all different kinds of mediums. And there's letters from stencils on those pages that she does. And I just used my Child's Puzzle Pieces stencil, which is probably one of my favorites. And it's left over, that said Van Gogh Art Museum, I think. It was from a pamphlet from Van Gogh. But anyhow, Van Gogh is in my Christmas journal because why not? So anyhow, I got a few pieces of blue paper out, and then I decided I wanted some writing also. In the end, I don't even know if these show, but it's all good. And I went in with kids paint, acrylics, Dylusion paint, Neocolor 2s, tempera paint sticks, Stabilos. I went in with everything I could find that had blue in it. And then I decided I wanted a little bit of a variation. Yes, the black smears because it is from Stabilos, and that's perfectly fine with me. I kind of wanted it to do that because I don't want it to be blue and cold in your face. And so I decided to brighten it up a little bit with some yellow, and might be too bright, but smearing on white paint and adding these circles, kind of like what's happening in her artwork in BB Henry's. I'm not even sure what her name is. But it worked, and I made myself go farther than I normally do, and I added a little bit of white and kind of backed up some of the colors. But yeah, let's see what this looks like in the morning when it's all dry. But I love this. I love this. So far, we're doing good. Looking at this morning, it looks a little too bright. So I decided to put some very, 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 very light gray over the top. If I ever decide to do this again, make me stop. Please, please, please make me stop. I realized right away I was chasing all of the blue away, covering it all up. I ran to the kitchen to get a paper towel, a wet paper towel, and tried to scrape most of it off. Oh boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes I go too far. Well, disaster upon disaster. Now I got paint on the cover. Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know how I'm going to fix this. I don't know how. I'm kind of just doing it little spots and pulling it back. I just wanted to make it a little less bright. More of a, well, actually, it's not, it's a bright blue. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Okay. There's enough paint missing from the paintbrush now that it's better. All right, I think I salvaged most of it. Just kind of trying to dull back some of the bright. Now I got all this paint. Ay, ay, ay. Take two. Take two. I'm going to dry this. Put the paint away, lady. And see what happens. Oh my goodness. Let's just say day 2 is a way to not do an art journal page. I started thumbing through my Hobonichi looking for a little cartoon picture that I had found earlier in the year to represent our dog. And I wanted to replicate that as the dog in the corner with a little Santa Claus hat on. Yeah, that was a disaster too. So I finally find it, and I am still finding paint on my desk, so I got to clean all that up. Um, it's been a calamity of errors today, and last night was great. Not today, calamity of errors. Probably because I did not sleep good last night. I don't know why. When you get old, sometimes you just don't sleep through the night very well, and I definitely didn't last night. Um, I'm telling you, it's just paper. We can go over it again. Calm down, Beth. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. So I'm trying to draw this little cartoon figure that you can see in my Hobonichi of the dog. There's 2 of them, and I'm actually drawing the bottom one that's kind of cut off because I'm out of frame. Why wouldn't that be happening today too? Um, and it's just basically just tiny little sketch lines that create a caricature of a dog. Um, and then I'm doing it in pencil. I'm going to go over it in ink. Didn't like how this turned out either. It's cute, but it was too big. Um, Anyhow, so it's just some days are better than others, even in an art journal, even in December Daily. I guess I thought I had like a dome around me that I couldn't make mistakes in December. Not so true. Day 2, massive amount of mistakes. So you know what that means, right? The rest of the month is going to go swimmingly. We shall see. We shall see. Um, Anyhow, I'm a little gun shy at this point. What am I going to do tomorrow? And how can that not be ruined? Please don't let me ruin anymore. Um, but it is part of the process, I guess. When you risk doing, I'm not saying this right. I guess every day is a risk for me because I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants. And when you do that, sometimes you crash land. That's what I'm trying to say. Today I crash landed. And so then I cut out this little guy. I'm going to erase all the pencil lines first. And I cut out this little guy. And then I decided he's too big. And I just ditch him. And I don't want to, like I have said already, I don't want to entirely replicate these pages. I just want inspiration from them. So I just ended up with, spoiler alert, I just put a Santa hat in the corner. And we'll try to move forward from today. December 2nd. Note to self. Not a good day in 2023. In your art journal. This probably means the rest of the day is going to go great. Yay. Anyhow, it is all in fun. Some days are better than others. That's okay. And we will venture forward again tomorrow. I am going to, not gesso because I don't have gesso, but I am going to just put white acrylic paint over tomorrow's page so that I back off the good majority of those dots. They're not in your face. So good idea from you guys. Thank you. I'm going to need all the help I can get so far, I think. Anyhow, my little dog is not worthless, but it's not what I wanted. It's too big. It's too big. But anyhow, it is what it is. In a world where you go from news channel to news channel looking for good news, here's your good news for the day. I can laugh at myself, move on, and keep going. And perhaps not try to draw caricatures of dogs tomorrow. Anyhow, it is fun. It is all in good fun. Even though I am disappointed, I'm not, the project is not done. There have been days where I thought, okay, I'm done. I'm done. In some journals, I'm done. This looks horrible. I'm changing my mind. And I have changed my mind. Kurti laughs at me all the time because I change my mind all the time. But in mid-project, sometimes I'm not giving up on December Daily. It's only December 2nd. I'm just going to not put white over the entire thing again. And it doesn't look so bad. There is a lot more gray on here than I would have wished. But alas, we learn from our mistakes and we move forward. We will not be putting gray wash over anything ever again in this journal. Okay? I can make a promise to you about that. Anyhow. And this is where I decided the little guy's too big. I even trimmed it a little bit more, and he's still too big. So we just go in with tempera paint sticks and we make a little red Santa Claus hat. And that works. It's not completely what I had in my head. In my head, I thought it was going to be the next installation at the Metropolitan, but whatever. Newsflash to myself, I probably will never be in the Metropolitan. I know that. I just, it just wasn't working. It just, there are days when nothing works. Unfortunately, I just happen to have a camera on when my things go bad. And it's part of the process. It's part of the process. I saw somebody say, you have to make like 6 bad things before you get some good. So watch on December 6th. I probably have an outstanding page on that day. I'm counting on that. Anyhow, I'm just joking. I can laugh at myself. I can say, oh, good Lord, lady, you have no training. You have no skills. Why are you doing this? But because it is fun. It's the best way to start a day for me in any, unless I was in the mountains of Vietnam again, because that was just the most fun. If anybody is a quilter on here listening, Bonnie Hunter, who is quiltville.com, I think is what her website is. She is doing a mystery quilt, and it's all about the indigos and a little bit of red from our trip in the mountains in northern Vietnam. And that's who I went with. And on her website, she's got pictures and things. It was outstanding working with these women. Maybe one of them can help me with this journal. We shall see. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye.